Hello. Did I say hello? I meant to say hello. I think I said hello. If I didn't say hello, then I say hello now. And I apologize to you all if I had said hello before I were to say halo or halo as a replacement for the word hello, being because I will no longer use the greeting word of hello after having read this one pamphlet, leaflet, or whatever, or however said, with the author of some such who just happened to be an Islamic Muslim. It was like saying in more words or less. When you greet another person with the greeting word of hello, you're literally actually wishing a curse upon that other person or upon another, being that because the root word of the greeting word hello is that of hell, being of which is to be defined as translated meaning a place of torment. So I will no longer be using employing uses of that particular greeting word ever again compared to that being of the words halo and hey or hi. So how you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay. If not better yet, to be said to be feeling all right. Or if not best of all, to be said to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, your family and friends, and hopefully me and mine, likewise as well, or all the same. Yes. I mean, after all, we are living in challenging times, which are that much more fulfilling biblical prophecy with what's going on nowadays in the world. All this insanity, craziness, and madness upon the increase. And who are the people in your neighborhood? You gotta recognize and realize certain persons are not all that they cracked up to be, or would attempt to have others assume that they are or is. Okay. Oh. Anyway, though, disregard what you may be hearing in the background. Though this here particular present social media broadcast or video is making reference to regarding the subject matter at hand, mostly for the try to get more time. As you have noticed the title to this particular one, and as I will get to speaking upon that what is happening now on local television network so far as the airing an Academy Awards show for the Idiot Box, as in TV, or as our kissing cousins across the waters of the Great Atlantic would call it, the telly. But first of all, let me backtrack here with reason or purpose of being in order so I can go into Parliament to continue from where and when. Let my person at last left off so I can finish up as in complete a form of previous prior lines on that saying this word, where I would jump right in and get to speaking upon some such other being, which is the original subject matter, topic of discussion or argument to be debated between different views and opinions to be associated with or representing some such those that are vice versa, etc., could possibly complement what I would speak upon. It's same lines, or since that is for well, whatever. Well, you know what I'm saying. So far as that to be considered of the original topic of discussion. You know, topic of discussion, subject matter, or whatever I have to say. Yeah. Anyway, though, we're living in some really challenging times where it's all kinds of madness. It's probably increase. When you hear a child killing one's parent because, that being an elder one's own immediate personal family household wouldn't permit one to spend about another quarter of an hour or half an hour on a video game as one would have liked to. These are times we're living in. Okay. Yes. And on to other things. I don't even need to. Well, I do kind of, but I don't really want to speak upon it. So much as other insanity, craziness, and madness, because you can just watch a daily or nightly news broadcast and see what I'm trying to say. When it comes to that. Yeah. Anyway, Dawn. So they're getting on with some such other. Now I got the preliminaries, the basic intro as an introduction out the way. They're hosting the Academy Award Idiot TV show, even as I speak. To give awards to the different celebrities, producers, and directors for different TV shows and movies. To glorify their false gods of idols. That is of a TV show broadcast upon social media for that particular electronic medium of communication that can compare onto, that Star Search or American Idol, etc. And not to mean to contradict myself, but then I am still pretty much so of a big comic book fan. But when you get to giving some such, for that matter, some such serious, well, a second thought, you will find out that, if not all, then most comic books are dealing with glorifying idols, blasphemous idols, like superheroes, supposed so-called superheroes, when they don't really save anybody. If anything, they enslave person into, fantasizing about a supposed so-called alternate reality, that cannot possibly come into being, if that being a witch is to be possibly considered would, be quite contrary to profound, legit scientific knowledge. Understand what I'm saying? Not to mention that would be blasphemous to some or such other. And so they having this big old hoopla. Yada yada, ooh, yada yada, whatever. And the winner is, and the Oscar goes to the nominee of blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? If this here particular social media broadcast with video of mine is short-lived, well, I would apologize to you all, because I'm not really feeling the best general health up to par in any regard. So I may have to close shop, like sometime shortly after. But I will try to broadcast as much as I can. And speaking upon this one particular subject matter, so far as the Academy Award ceremony is concerned, and it's probably more than rumored that whenever they host one of those events, a blood sacrifice, maybe a couple few for that matter, are being done upon this celebrity or that celebrity, As a matter of fact, they held an Academy Awards at some such given moment in time, either that or something similar to it, during the time that Whitney Houston was supposed to be breathing her last upon planet Earth. And funny thing is, these secret societies who be bumping off celebrities, secret society and royal families, they have a thing for bathtubs, among other much more familiar ways that they would think to bump off Some are such celebs, as in celebrities, once they think that they had ran their course, that you know they had bleeded the turnip dry, that there can't be much money left. There can't be much of them left to be considered as money makers, or to get the money making machine on their part to be flowing with the cash. And then they bump them off. Yeah. And so they're doing their thing. This here Hollywood, California celeb Academy Awards production, being on which is being aired, or as they broadcasting it, for the prime time hour, 7 p.m. And it's like a little past 7 now. About a quarter of an hour past that of 7 o'clock p.m. hour, where I'm at for the Midwest watching this here crap that is supposed to be held on the West Coast. Then I'm just going to wrap things up, you all. By saying, then most celebrities, they be on the road to destruction. Whereas at the end of their lives, they have to pay to the piper for the blood sacrifice contract that they would have signed with the devil, being the god of their making. But then if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I hope that you would think to do so now, while the blood is still running warm in your veins, by recognizing and realizing what he himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of Golgotha, suffering at the hands of some such Roman soldiers, upon orders of their religious superiors, being of Pharisees and Sadducees, and whatever other superiors, centurions, etc. But then, nevertheless, ways he himself had went to that cross of Calvary to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me, so that any of us, being of whatsoever race and of whatever walks of life, fashion of society, lifestyle preferences, being of the old and young, like both two sexual genders, males and females, represent not only the human species, but then nevertheless the global community within this post 911 era of our new millennium, apocalyptic day and age, and where the doomsday clock would now be at a few minutes to midnight, compared on to our former period prior to that. It was at a quarter midnight for these rather biblically prophetic time. Word to profess some such faith in them. From there, we be blessed in one regard or another, in more ways than one. First and foremost, with his salvation being which is the only means by which any of us can get into the kingdom of heaven. Then second of all, with his deliverance. But first you have got to accept his salvation before you can be blessed with any blessings. Otherwise, your final destination will be the lake of fire, damn hell, with the rest of the unsaved unbelievers and non-believers to be tortured and terrorized by the devil and the demons for all eternity, compared to how we, as believers in God, will be across that great divide that separates heaven from hell, in company of like-minded believers, and in the presence of God and his angels, otherwise, as citizens of the kingdom of heaven. Hey, but then you all take care and be safe. Be blessed, not stressed if and when you can or could possibly become a be of some such a status as that being, if you're not already. Peace and love, joy and happiness. And I will holler at you all later. In the land of blind, the one-eyed man is king. Peace.